Kia ora and welcome to day 8 of the Beer Jug Advent Calendar Drink Along. I'm Luke.
I'm Craig.
Craig,
Hey.
good to have you here. That's you from Black Sands, eh?
Yes, I'm from Black Sands, thank you.
Viewers would never have guessed.
Yeah, exactly. T-shirts on. It's my family brewery. Black Sands is just celebrating our 10-year anniversary now. So started by my father Ian back in 2013. And we've been going strong since, but the team's had a few changes.
Yeah.
Cool label.
Yeah.
The team consists basically now of me and Matt, who you've met.
Yeah.
And cheers. This is a product of possibly New Zealand's only Gen Z ran brewery, now that Dad's taken a seat back.
Yeah.
I have no way to validate that claim, but, you know, we'll have to ask around.
Matt's a frother, isn't he? He bloody loves it.
He's been very, very good. He's got really inspired by the whole world that we work in of craft beer, especially supporting local people and meeting the brewers, and he's been like a sponge absorbing everything. I mean, right now he's working hard cleaning kegs while I'm having a beer, so shout out Matt.
Hey, you're working, this is essentially
This is work. This is
Definitely.
Drinking this beer is exactly work.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Great little team.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
probably, so yeah, we talked about this before. I think there's maybe 3 like real family business breweries in New Zealand that have gone from sort of parent to kids, which is Castles, of course.
Yeah.
And Mount.
Mount. Yeah.
And Black Sands. Very good company to be in.
Shout out to them.
Three pretty incredible breweries. Yeah, independently owned, passed from generation to generation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So your dad wasn't involved in this beer?
No. So in the hectic brew schedule of having a 600 litre mash tun, when we get gaps in our schedule of keeping up the core range, I get to play with my little projects like the Forbidden or the Hazy Hunter, and this is the latest one.
Yep.
So it's called Corrido. Probably wondering what is a Corrido.
What is a Corrido?
It is basically, it comes from Mexico, and it's a form of like a narrative ballad. So it can be in a song or in poetry, and it basically consists of a salutation and introduction from the singer, a beautiful story, the moral of the story, and fourth and finally a goodbye, a sign-off from the singer.
Okay.
So yeah, it was really popularized in the Mexican Revolution in the early 1910s. Back then, the vast majority population was illiterate. And these became a popular sort of, you could say, ways of disseminating information or actually protest songs. And actually one song that really inspired this, you'd think corridos are an outdated old ballad. They're actually still being made now by young people with hip-hop influences and pop influences. So the song that I've picked for your drinkers at home to listen to pair with this beer is Ella Baila Sola by Peso Pluma. Google it, if you can Google that.
We'll toss a link in the video.
We'll toss a link in. It actually hit #1 in every Spanish-speaking country in the world this year.
Cool.
Including actually some non-Spanish-speaking ones in America and even I think maybe the UK. So very popular song worldwide.
Yeah.
We just don't know about it in our Anglo-speaking world. Yeah.
Great stuff.
Yeah. The beer itself, mango, chili, lime, and bit of salt in there to give a bit of balance. So it's probably the most structured and well thought out beer that we've done in a sort of tasting sense. So in the beginning on the nose, that's where you're seeing all the mango. Just in that first sort of inhale, the aroma is quite strong with the mango, and then when you get into it, that's when you're getting a hit of sour. It's lime juice in there, a bit of citric acid to boost the acidity, and you're getting some of that salt to balance it out. And finally, with the finish is the chili. So it's Thai bird's eye chilies that I first time tried chili tincturing. Thankfully Urbanaut actually helped me out by giving me a little bit of their food grade spirit, and let them sit in that for about a week. Cut some of them up so I can get some of the seeds in there for a bit of heat. And yeah, the heat's not too powerful, but it's definitely there.
Yeah.
It's letting you know that it's there, but it doesn't build. It just kind of what you get at first is what you will get. Yeah.
It's a very good beer. It's exactly what you set out to create.
Yeah.
You've got all those, as you say, all those layers are in there. The saltiness is really the trick to it.
Yeah.
That means it's not cloying. It's not overly tart, or it's all about balance. People are going to really get a kick out of this.
Yeah, and it's 3.7%, so it kind of is, with the saltiness, with the sweetness, with the sourness, and the ABV, super refreshing, super smashable, and yeah, I purposely might have designed it to be a bit moreish.
Yeah, taste of summer.
Yeah.
This could get into your core range, I reckon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying it. It's probably one of my favorite beers that I've made. It's definitely like an after work in the summer vibe.
Oh my god, yeah. Day drinking, sunshine, sat in a hammock.
Yeah.
Exactly.
For Monday's beer.
Yeah. And there's a little stamp on it that says Beer of Origin West Auckland. That's cool.
Yeah, so we've been using that stamp actually for 10 years since the beginning. So, I mean, there's a bit of debate on what is West Auckland, as well as there is a bit of debate on what is a microbrewery, or what constitutes a brewery versus someone micro or home brewing in their shed. But we always have put our foot in the sand and said we are the brewery of West Auckland. We identify as that. If there's others, that's fine too. We're not trying to be the only one, but we've always tried to make beer and represent that part of our brand and ourselves as we live there and we brew there.
Hence Black Sands.
Yeah.
So what's coming up in the pipeline? Got a few more interesting brews coming up?
Well, at the moment, I can probably tease this. We have brewed our 10-year anniversary beer. Our true anniversary was probably about 6 months ago, but finally found room to brew that. So that's actually fully fermented in the tank now.
Cool.
And we'll probably be canning and labeling that in the next couple of weeks. So it'll be out in the new year. Double hazy IPA. I think it's actually the first double hazy we've ever done.
Exciting.
So I'm excited for that. I still love a hazy, and I love a high ABV beer. So it was actually Dad's choice. He was like, I actually want to make a big, bold, hazy double, go hard on the hops, get the best aroma we can. We've kind of changed recently the way we dry hop and the way we purge things, and sort of trying to get, we have a saying, 1% better every day. So me and Matt do a lot of research, talking to other brewers, doing a lot of research online to try and get the most out of our hops, get the most out of our mash efficiencies. And as young fellas still trying to find our way in this world, the 1% rule has taken us well, and we really want to showcase those changes in this new beer. So look out for a 10-year anniversary beer.
Yeah, that's a great approach.
Yeah.
That was, I remember reading about that and the UK cycling team.
Okay.
Bradley Wiggins and those guys.
Okay.
And that's how they became the best cyclists. Anyway, we'll chat about boxing. And you're canning a few more beers now.
Yes.
Is that your plan, to be canning more beers?
Yeah. We've always been being really small, having small number of staff, 2 people at a time working, not having a lot of our own big fancy equipment. Obviously a small mash tun, like I said. We can only do a 600 litre brew maximum a day. And our efficiencies mean that takes us all day. So we recently made the decision, shout out to Mount Brewing, we bought their canning line.
Great.
And so now we are self-canning, which means for the first time in the 10 years, basically around our 10-year anniversary, everything about the beer we produce, from the recipe design to the brewing, packaging, labeling, nothing is now outsourced. Everything is done by our own hands, and that fills us with a lot of pride, and I think means a lot to me and Matt.
You're not growing your own biologist yet, though.
No, not exactly.
Maybe next step, get your own maltings.
I've been offered some trimmings of some hops to grow, but I think definitely I can't grow better hops than I'm getting from the farms that we have here. So.
You definitely can, but they look beautiful growing up the side of the brewery. Some hop vines.
Kelston Origin.
Yeah. Just like a 20-litre batch once a year if you.
Who knows? West Auckland could be the new hop varietal hotspot.
Hey, thanks so much for making a bloody brilliant beer.
Yeah, thanks
for coming along.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. See you tomorrow.